Sextortion is among many serious scams that have surfaced as new online technologies emerge. The CBC's Saurabh Sandhu spoke with experts to understand how it works and why scammers are targeting teenage boys.
From identity theft to phishing attacks, the list of online crime runs long, and now there is a new threat: sextortion.
Sextortion is essentially digital blackmail, so that looks like somebody using your inappropriate content, whether it's photos or videos, and using it as leverage to get more from you, whether that's more inappropriate photos and videos or money.
The sudden rise of these sextortion cases is prompting warnings. New Westminster police say sextortion cases have doubled within just a year.
Alarmingly, the number of sextortion reports that are coming in are addressing males. So we see typically most of the time with different RCMP detachments, it's around 90% of the cases of sextortion being males, specifically young males, from teens all the way up to early 20s.
At middle school, that's an age where a lot of young people are beginning to experience a lot more types of online interactions. They're probably engaging with a little more mature content. Maybe they're starting to develop their own intimate romantic relationships. Young people at middle school and even high school may not have developed the social skills necessary to best navigate those situations.
Males become a very vulnerable population, specifically because we don't normalize male victimization and male extortion, essentially, and sextortion and sexual exploitation. So we have young boys who believe that they are completely immune to any kind of sexual predation. Their guards are down when they're online.
According to the Canadian Centre for Child Protection, 70% of sextortion incidents happen on Instagram and Snapchat. But even gaming platforms are not safe. There are some telltale signs that things aren't right.
If you're talking to somebody online, a friend or a follower, and that person within a short time frame, within a 48-hour period, they start to ask you inappropriate questions, ask you about your dating history, love bomb you, shower you with compliments, and then ask you to switch platforms. So if you're talking on Discord, for example, they ask to switch to WhatsApp or switch to Snapchat. That's the key element that you want to look for.
Scammers, hackers, they will say anything to make you believe that they're trustworthy, that they're someone who they're not, that they're another teen, that they really like you. I mean, they're expert liars and they will say anything.
Oftentimes, victims are hesitant to get help over fear of shame and judgment.
Definitely reach out to your local police, who have extra privileges, extra resources to make sure images like that don't get leaked, don't get spread.
We now also have new legislation where it doesn't need to be a criminal case. It can also be a civil case against the sextorter, which also helps individuals see more of a result after they've been sextorted.
For those caught in a sextortion trap, deleting the pictures or blocking the imposter might not be the best option, and there is a reason for that.
If you block somebody, you might lose access to the conversations you're having with them. And those conversation logs are important.
Don't delete that content, because we have organizations such as CyberTip, the Canadian Centre for Child Protection's program, where we have web crawlers that can try and see if they can find where that content has been shared online.
Experts say parents need to pay close attention to their child's behavior to catch any signs of distress.
Look for changes in behaviors, like sudden changes. Often you'll see distancing from the family, behavioral challenges popping up. So you want to be on the lookout for those indicators.
Don't assume that your children are not on these platforms, even if you have parental controls.
The key for parents is to have open communication with their kids about online experiences, so youth feel confident opening up without fear of being judged or shamed. Saurabh Sandhu, CBC News, Vancouver.